Hi, this is Michael Rony Mullick, and you are watching the post market show. And so it's a Friday today, and markets uh, Nifty was volatile today. It was down significantly after opening with a good gap up, but it managed to end well above 16,000, and that is more important. And hopefully, the markets closing above 16,000, and it ended around 16,050. So that is setting the markets for a bullish tone for the next week. And so to the sector and also the automobile sector, so we will be talking about those as well. So let us start with the discussion today. Let us open up the chart of Nifty, and let us see. So Nifty 50, let me open up the chart. Okay. Yes, so you can see a green candle forming on the daily chart, and let us look at the 5-minute chart. So as expected, US markets were down yesterday, and then it recovered from the lower levels and ended somewhere almost flat. And in the morning, Asian markets were positive. US futures were also positive. That is why we have a huge gap up. Market immediately shot up in the very first candle to around 16,038. Then came the selling. So markets got sold off significantly, and at one point of time it made a low of 15,927. But from there was a steady recovery in the markets, and markets have ended somewhere in the day's high. So that looks very positive for Nifty. 0.69 percentage up, and up by almost 110 points, ending in at 16,049. Coming to Bank Nifty, the recovery wasn't that good, is what we will say, but it still somehow managed to end 0.09 percentage in the green, up by just 31 points at 34,682. So same thing, Bank Nifty opened with a good gap up, but then it got sold into immediately, and we have talked about 34,500 acting as a very strong support. Markets took support exactly over there, and then it tried to recover from there, but it was not able to cross 34,800 level, which is a very important resistance level for Bank Nifty. Talking about other sectors, we have the mid cap sectors doing really well, up by 0.77 percentage, and small cap also did pretty well, ending in at 0.48 percentage in the positive. So things are looking good overall. Let us come to the sectoral indices. So we talked about the auto sector. Auto sector is at a all-time high level. So if I open up the monthly chart, you can see this is the highest point of the entire lifetime of auto index. So from its inception in around 2004, it is at the highest point. Now it is at 12,361, and this year is going to be for the automobiles. We have discussed this before as well, so that is definitely coming true. Is good to see. Automobile index up by 2.03 percentage, and obviously this has to be the case because at present there are two things which are contributing positively towards this. One is the falling crude oil prices. Crude oil prices for the last few days have been consistently trading below $100. So that means the fuel prices, petrol and diesel prices, are low, and people would like to buy more cars. And this is one of the factors. And other factor being the steel prices globally have been coming down significantly. So that is a positive sign for the car manufacturers, because a lot of steel is required, and it is one of the most essential components in building cars. So steel prices down, crude oil prices down is definitely acting in favor of the automobile industry, and that is exactly reflected on the index as well. So that was the auto index. Apart from that, we have the FMCG index doing again pretty well. Nifty FMCG up by 1.47 percentage today. So these two indexes were the best performers, and the worst performer today was the metal index, down by 0.8 percentage. And then we have the Nifty IT. Nifty IT we were seeing very weak. It in fact broke yesterday's low as well, but then there was a good recovery in Nifty IT, and if I open up the 5-minute chart, you can see it recovered significantly towards the end, and that is the main reason why Nifty recovered so much. Bank Nifty was not able to recover so much towards the end. So good to see Nifty IT recovering from its lows. So this is the current situation in the sector wise. So Two stocks that we have to talk about is the HDFC twins. Both are up significantly today. HDFC, the Housing Finance Limited, is up by 2.25 percentage, and HDFC Bank up by 0.81 percentage. So HDFC Bank, if you do not know, it has its results and it will be announced on tomorrow, that is Saturday. So the results, whatever its impact, it will be only felt when the markets open on Monday. And analysts are expecting good numbers coming in from HDFC Bank results. So we have to see, and we have to watch and see if it is in line with expectation of analysts, or is it below expectation or above expectation. So if it is in line, then we will not see much action happening. But if it is below or above expectation, then we will see good movements happening in HDFC Bank when it opens on Monday. That is something to look into. Apart from that, TCS, it was very, very weak, and today again it made a low, but thankfully it recovered towards the end, but it is still trading below 3000. It is at 2994 at present. So these are the important stocks, and we have discussed about those. Coming to FII, DII buying and selling activities, we are seeing FIIs have again turned into net sellers after buying yesterday for around 309 crores. This time they have sold for how much? They have sold for 165,449. So almost 1650 crore they have sold, and DIIs have bought for close to 1059 crores. Index movers of the day, we see HDFC twins being there. Then we have Hindustan Unilever up 2.83 percentage, L&T, Mahindra and Mahindra, and Maruti. So these are the top gainers. HCL Tech, Tata Steel are the significant losers today, dragging down the Nifty. All right, so we have discussed all those. Let us now look into the global markets. Let us start with the German index, and then we will look into the US markets. German index DAX is up significantly, 2.76 percentage up. So that is also a reason why Nifty ended well in the green, because when the European markets opened, DAX opens around 12:30, and German markets opened with almost flat, but then it tried to move up significantly, and that is why the Indian markets also recovered along with the European market. So DAX ending up 2.76 percentage in the red. Same in the French markets, a very good upward movement, 2 percentage up. The UK futures right now trading at 1.2 percentage up, and now the all important US markets, all of them are trading well above 1 percentage. Dow Jones is trading at 1.78 percentage, Nasdaq trading at 1.6 percentage, and S&P 500 trading at 1.6 percentage. The US markets are significantly up today, and that is very, very good to see US markets doing so well, because that means on Monday, if the US markets manage to close the day in the green, we will definitely see a very, very good gap up in the Indian markets come Monday. And also along with that, we have the US VIX. US VIX also has crashed almost 7 percentage right now. So it is below 25, it is trading at 24. India VIX also doing very well. India VIX has again crashed 4 percentage. That means the volatility is coming down. It is trading at 17.59. So the last time the markets were trading over there, it was somewhere around the April month. So April, May, June, and July. So after 3 months, the volatility has come down. So that is something good to see in the markets. Coming to crude oil prices are slightly up today, but it is still trading below $100. It is right now it is trading around $97.65 per barrel. So that is all right, I guess, because markets do not fall in a one-way fashion. It falls, then again it recovers slightly, again it falls more. That is how the prices come down. So that is absolutely fine if it is risen. If it goes more than $100, then we will be concerned slightly. But right now, as long as it is below 100, nothing to worry about over there. Coming to the currency, we have the dollar index. DXY is trading at 108. So it is down from $109. So good to see that. Even USD INR has gained some strength. It is trading at 79.76. So things are looking all right everywhere. Even SGX Nifty is trading almost at 150 points up from where we closed, around 16,198 is where it is trading. So SGX Nifty is indicating a huge gap up. If you are looking at the OI data for the next week, that is the next Thursday, 21st July expiry, even the OI data indicates a very bullishness in the market. Markets ended around 16,050. 16,000 have added the highest amount of put build-up. So people are not expecting markets to fall below 16,000 till Thursday. And on the upside, they are betting on 16,600. That is way above from, there are multiple resistance levels above. So, but people have taken a conservative view. They are keeping the upside at 16,600 for the next expiry is what we are seeing in Nifty. And put call ratio is at 1.11, which means markets are more towards the bullish side. Coming to back Nifty, the PCR, the put call ratio is at 0.8, which means it is slightly bearish, and the OI range is also very narrow. We have 35,000 having a huge amount of call build up, but on the put side we have the highest put build up at 34,500, but that is not as significant as the call build up at 35,000. So Bank Nifty is slightly bearish, but people are expecting it to trade between 34,500 and 35,000 on either side. So Nifty, we know that definitely now 16,000 will act as a strong level of support, and below that we have 15,900 and 850 zones to support the markets. And on the upside we have 16,150, 16,250, 16,400. These are the levels you can watch out for. And Bank Nifty again 34,500 on the downside, 35,000 on the upside, and definitely 34,800 is somewhere in the middle where the markets should take support or resistance either whenever it is up or down. So we have to see all those things. And it's a weekend ahead, so let us discuss everything on the Sunday week ahead show, where we will discuss all the important events coming up in the next week and also the levels or the sectors to watch out. So all of those will be discussed on the Sunday's week ahead show. For now, thank you for watching and have a very good weekend.